welcome to layout update number 2.
Two engines are the newest engines to the layout. They are, my brother got them for my birthday and Christmas.
Hey guys, if we take a look over here, we got a bunch of new locomotive power on the layout. It's been a long time since I've been able to show you any of this stuff or even the layout update. I'm doing this video piece by piece because we're actually going to go catch a CN air car. This unit I just got the other day, literally yesterday, WSOR 702, the one without the beacon, and 701 is with the beacon. I got this last year at Trainfest. It's been about a year since I've even done a layout update. Then maybe 2 weeks ago I got 4321, thinking this was going to be correct for WC patch out, and then I noticed it's got the boxes, an extended height box here. So I decided to keep it like that, and I figured since I'm going to have CNW on the layout, might as well get a second one, even though this is correct to patch as well. I decided 4308 is going to be running with 4321. I have another 4308 ordered. That'll become a WC 4508. And then down here, UP 1943 and 4141. I have to pick up 1111 from the hobby shop. I'll show you guys all three of these units running together as soon as I get them. And then for a few new cars that I have, we got WSOR Gone, this KCS Pack box car, and back here if my brother can get to it. Tank car, I got that last Christmas, and then Trainfest this year we got the replica of the potato box car that's sitting in Wapaka, Wisconsin. And then if you come back down here, my brother showed you his locomotives. These are just a few close-up shots. And then we also at Trainfest got 7964 UP 5000 GEVO. And here's my brother's 1876. And then I was also in order to pick up one of these, I had to order the other one. So I have the tunnel motor coming that Athens releasing for a Cotton Belt Bicentennial, and I already have this one, as you see, for the SP1 for the Jeep 40 P-2. And then if Nick turns around to what's going to be the diesel facility, we got a mother unit and a road slug in CSX. Picked those up off Facebook. They need a lot of work, I will say that. Bodywork's done good, but the pilot work, it's alright. Got some touching up to do on paints, replacing horn, changing a few things. This plate, this has got to go. This is not supposed to be here. So that's coming off, and I'm actually going to do what I did with another unit to make a road slug. 3329 and 3500, as well as 6634. The Milwaukee Racine and Troy 690, AC 6000, the Scale Trains 7488. I have the other three numbers of CSX units on order. The DMIR units, as well as down here, 4617, 8428, 8911, 4647 in BC Rail, 6920, 911, 3440, 4049, 4013, 4047, 1992, all are new units. I do have every single number that Scales Trains has done in YN3 and YN3B paint, and then one custom painted one in CSX I scratch built. And then picked up some maintenance car, C&W. Somebody kit bashed that. Picked it up for I think $10 with the cabooses over here. This is actually done really nice. I gotta fix the pilot on one end by adding a railing, and that's about it. I also got the Suline Hershey paint bay window with a Fred. I think that was like $5. And then got the CP well car. And I got a whole string of 6 these Suline patched coal cars. One of them actually has a Fred on the back. And they're $5 each. And then finally picked up the UP Heritage flag car. This is the number and car that they used in the first excursion for the Heritage units. I finally got it. This is, I don't think, the same one as Bush rode in for the funeral train. I'm not really sure. I think it's a different number. Then my brother's new Suline caboose, as well as all those 60-foot high cube box cars, are all new. They're either Genesis or Walters mainline. And then we got the new flat car here from Walters. And we also got one of 3 of the Rapido units that I have ordered. 2 are the same numbers with the white roof, because I'm going to do WL01. Or actually I think it's WL02. 01's the dark blue paint. But then I want it a regular number to run with the Conrail patch. And somebody posted on Facebook, if you guys have these, reorder, well, not reorder, but contact Rapido. They'll get you the correct side frames. The side frames are incorrect on all the CSX units. They got the snubber ends, and this is supposed to have a totally different truck. So they'll send you them for free. I already emailed them. I haven't heard back from them. It's only been a day though. So if they don't get back to me by Monday, I'm going to call them, because I need 3 sets for the full locomotives. And then last but not least, the whole layout has changed. I will say I also have more scale train stuff over here. That's all new. There's just so much new stuff. Genesis, Walters, more Genesis, Atlas. Heck, I've got all the Boxcar logo Atlas-8 series that they did. Roundhouse, RTRs. Right in front of me I got Atlas, Spring Mills, everything. All kinds of new stuff. Too much to show you guys in this video. So since this is going to be a long video, I'm going to cut it short right now. We're going to go catch this air car, and we're going to come back, finish this layout update, edit it tonight, and have it up for you guys. And hopefully, my brother's up to it. We can also get some more Railfang videos up. And by the way, guys, he's safe, as you guys seen. I know a lot of you guys mentioned on Facebook you want to know if he was okay. My sisters are okay. My brother's okay. School shooter, well, the guy that stabbed the cop and got shot, he's in jail. The cop's good. Cop's over at West now. He's gone to the basketball game. They paraded past West with escort from the cops, and everybody came outside. So everything's going back to normal, and we'll be all good, and we'll be right back. Hey guys, we just got back from chasing the geometry train, which is the passenger train we heard about. So that actually moved really, really fast. We chased it from Arrowhead Park in Neenah all the way to Oshkosh at Fugelberg Park. Didn't get any clear photos. We got videos that were really good, so we're going to edit the videos and turn them into photos as well, and post them hopefully tonight with this video. But anyways, I'm going to finish showing you the layout update, and we're going to start on this side since this side's the easiest. So right here, I got the little control panel right now, just the NCE starter set. This is going to completely be gone as soon as we get the updated version, so we can run multiple controllers, more units. Right now it's If we have Jeeps, we can run as many Jeeps as we want. If we're running 6-axle units, then it's going to be nothing but problems. We can only run 2 at a time. Anyways, if Nick comes back here, the 2 mains are going to follow. Instead of being on this board, we put an expansion. And if you remember, this used to be a double deck. Now it's a single deck. The climb was going to be a little too steep. But 2 mains are going to run around the outside, all the way back on the expansion. All the way back here. And it'll connect in back here. There will be a small bridge here with a crick, and then we're going to build a custom trestle here, and then the crick's going to come off the board. That's what's left of the upper deck, which is now our storage for our buildings as we build them and figure out where to go with them. And for our movies, our supplies for future scenery, our TV, VCR, DVD player, for all the training videos we have. And then this line here, coming off the branch line from the Wisconsin Central / Pine River Northern line, will eventually curve out. This is too tight here, so we're going to revamp this entire corner. It doesn't like it. I have a feeling it's this diamond. It works coming in, coming out it doesn't. Same with this way. This way doesn't like well cars. We can't run double articulated auto racks or auto maxes, but we can run regular auto racks, well cars and stuff as soon as that's fixed. Now, however, it comes back down here, right here by the coal place, coming off the main, we're going to have a branch line right here. It's going to come up, come down into this switch that'll be right here, and it'll run around alongside a road and come down. And then I believe we're going to have Morgan Doors, which is a Oshkosh door company. My dad's having me kit bash the entire building out of Pike stuff, Walters A-line kits, and some Bachman kits. And then we're going to have Jackson Street running here, which is in Oshkosh, and then I'll come into Division Street, which is what tracks used to run along. They're on 2 different sides of the town, but right here they're going to connect for where the buildings and actual roads are. We're going to have a truck stop somewhere over here, gas station, the small one compared to the big Quick Trip we're building, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Culver's, Dairy Queen, and a few other buildings. I believe there's going to be an intermodal yard, a small, really small one, and then a loading for Oshkosh trucks for Wisconsin Southern to pick up. And then kind of the townhouses and stuff are going to be where we got our pizza and stuff right now. Picked it up on the way home. Everybody's got to eat. Then right here, this far track back here is going to be the dump track. Somebody filled in the square here, but picked this up at a show. There's actually going to be, this will be cut back out, and it'll be a conveyor going in from the building to building. Not sure exactly what that conveyor went to, but I'm doing this kind of roughly off of photos, and there's actually going to be a conveyor coming out into this end of the building, so it goes into the truck loader. And then there's going to be a conveyor going out the back. Some coal piles right here. And then right here is going to be the little switcher shed. I'm probably going to have 1 or 2. I have one right now, and it's in paint stripper. It's a T6 resin shell on an Atlas unit, and it's going to say the coal company. I still got to come up with a name, but it's going to be based off of a real T6 black with zebra stripes on the long hood like the CNs, and then UP safety green cab. But anyways, these tracks right here in the front will be the storage tracks. So loaded coal cars will come in, empties will get put here, and then they'll connect out here. There's probably going to be a couple diamonds that train's got to go through. And then right here's the grain unloading. We're probably going to put a storage bin right about here. And then a tank car unloading here for the ADM tank cars. Trucks and rail cars come in here. And right here, where this opening is behind Nick, is going to be the propane company, as far as we figured out. That way you can see everything in back. And then back here, more town stuff like I was saying. But if we come back down here, I'll get to that end of the layout in a minute. This funnels in to what the concrete / gravel place will be. That I'll show you when we get to that side of the layout. We got the yard diamond tower here, and then the outside main goes up the grade, and then we got a small industry here. We haven't really decided what it's going to be for. All I know is it's going to be taking coiled steel cars and I believe guns, and it's probably going to be like a distribution center for small steel and steel rolls to go on semi-trailers. Okay guys, now we're on the opposite end of the yard tower for the diamond and stuff. You'll come around the CSX shops, which is all right here. This is kind of based off of a little bit freelance, pretty much, of how Fond du Lac has the C&W roundhouse and the CSX, or the WC roundhouse. In this case, this whole area is split by the CSX, which has a mega locomotive facility compared to most small layouts, and then my dad's WC / Pine River Northern private railroad yard and stuff. So you look here, this comes back into that Walters kit building. This is 2 kits into one. This is the gravel unloader, which will go here, and the trucks will be able to load, come over here, dump into a chute or whatever, go into the backdrop, and then come over to here for loading cement, or it'll come this way off the layout towards the camera. Not sure yet. However, over here on this side of the yard, we're going to have 4 yard tracks. This is considered a yard track right here. This is the arrival departure, and that comes alongside the main, which is on your outside, comes down to a double crossover. The reason why we have a double crossover is because when there's no cars here, the locomotives can come out and cross this way right away and go down to that end of the yard back and hook up to the train and leave. And mainline power can come this way and continue down through the diamond back to where we were on the other side of the layout. Right here there's a lead that comes into the switch as well, which comes into the yard lead that comes back here into the 3 other tracks that will be right here, and these will be for his switching for my dad. And then right here is the single diesel shop on this end of the yard, which he's got it so he can run, if there's no freight cars here, he can run down this way and into the diesel shop. Otherwise it's just going to be a little, able to be enter and exit from both ways. Now if my brother comes this way, we got the switch here. This will lead back to a turntable, which will be on this board itself, because that's separate 2 boards right there. And then you can go into 2 backwood shops, and then we got the fueling islands, and there will be a switch right here, which we're actually going to install. It's a really small switch, and it'll curve back here, back behind the chair, and it'll come up to the building for the speeder car storage and maintenance buildings and stuff like that. It's pretty much going to be out back in the woods. What if WC, that's why the Pine River Northern has this area too. And then I'm also building AWC sand tower for this area. And then back here, where those brand new cars that I'm going to show you in a few minutes sit, is going to be a 2-stall diesel shop as well, for my dad's, more of his locomotive storage. But pretty much this kind of makes a loop, but since we're over here, I'll take you around this way. So right here, if you take the climb, we really don't know what's going in the back corner. It might be an industry, it might be woods with a little company back there for trucks, or we're not sure yet. But this whole hill is modeled after Waupaca, Wisconsin. If you want to take a look at that, type in Waupaca rail fanning, you'll get the, what is that called, the virtual rail fan live camera for Waupaca. My buddy Brett has that installed on the Waupaca station. But however, this is 4% grade, so it's tall enough. After we add a little piece of masonite underneath, because we don't want the train to come down too far, and cork, because this is on cork, to end up bringing the locomotive up right about here, or a little lower. We're not sure. It's going to be somewhere in here. It's not going to be very high, but you'll be high enough so you can't see the locomotive from that side of the hill, just like in real life, unless you're looking down from the building. We are going to put the building in the backdrop, and everything. The fence will run right here where you can see it, and then the photo backdrop will have the building, and then I'll actually put the overhang coming out towards the track, so it looks like it's coming out of the backdrop. This is the correct bridge, however we might change it, we're not sure. My dad doesn't really like it, it's kind of blah, I agree. I don't know, we might paint it, or replace it. Right here in Waupaca, there's actually a switch right here on this side of the road. However, there's not enough room with the front having this curve in here, so we move the switch down, and we have 2 tracks coming across the road. And this is going to be Chief Oshkosh Brewery. I know Waupaca had a beer company, but we kind of want Oshkosh beer on the layout, because we got some old Chief Oshkosh C&W boxcars that were made by, I believe it was MDC, and I plan on custom painting some modern reefer boxcars for this place. This is just the cold storage building. But my buddy Cole is going to chop from here to here and put a nice big curve switch in that's custom, so we can actually come down. And same with the other side, he's going to make a nice custom switch to come out right here and come down. Now this hill being 4%, you have to use pushers, or if you're my buddy Cole, which if you're watching this, yes, props to you, your C-liners pull 10 times better than half of my modern units. 2 of his C-liners going probably 15 speed steps at most, I think it was, pulled 32 car train, I think, up this hill, no pushers yet. I have 2 ACEs from Athearn Genesis pulling the same consist, and I gotta have a Scale Trains pusher on the back, just because they kept spinning out. So 2 at front, 1 at the back, and then he's got 2 Proto 1000 C-liners that pull it up no problem. So thought you might want me to add that in there, because this grade defeats 95% of my power except for yours so far, but we'll see about that later. Now if you follow the main here in the front, curves round into an S curve, comes into a Y switch. Reason why we did this is because this is for the local. From here to this crossover is the local siding. Reason for that is they can drop cars right here, or have a pusher set here, depends. And all this can be used to shuffle cars. So then they can cross over down the line a little bit and bring the cars back here if there's no room in the yard. Now that was just a idea that we had. Otherwise, it's also used as a runaround track for the smaller trains versus the intermodals. Also, this track serves as a switch track. If Nick turns around, it follows back into these tracks here, which go back into the 3-track coal mine. Which this end of the coal mine, all these tracks got to be pulled up. The curves aren't the problem, it's all the switches, how they're laid. We got to figure out what's going on with that because all the 6-axle units like to derail. I think the radiuses with the switches are in here. It's not liking them, so we got to figure that out. I might change it and not have them curve right there and have them come straight out. I'm not sure. But it's going to be a run-through coal loader, so you can switch out cars. I'm not sure exactly though why they're derailing, but we're going to fix that. Then this track here for northbound and southbound flood loading trains, they'll continue through. We're actually going to make this into a actual loading coal loader. The hopper will be here, and the dumper over there will actually dump into a bin, which then you'll slide out the side of the layout. I have to walk over here because we don't have the luxury of the double deck to refill itself, and you'll have to pour it back in here to load the next train and do it again. So this also serves as, while the train's coming out and loading, mainline traffic can be uninterrupted. Since we're running 30-car CSX coal trains and 50-car NS coal trains, that's the main reason why we have a separate track. Then back in the corner, we just have a small gravel unloading place, or gravel loading, that can hold about 6 gravel cars. So every once in a while you'll find maintenance cars, rock cars, and ballast cars back in there, depending on what railroad. Alright guys, before I show you the last part of the layout, just want to show you, I picked these up from my buddy today. We're actually at his house where my half of the layout is. New GRPX Acurail car and SCL Family Lines car from Acurail. This car is actually not going to be SCL anymore. I'm going to do a CSX patch on it. I figure this is easier to have a body like this and have barely any details on it and to patch this than it is any other car. I have the tangent ones ordered, so we'll do a review on that when we get a chance, but here's the other one. I also have 3 other Acurail cars from Trainfest that I will show you guys at a later date when I do the review on those after I build them, which are the WSOR cars. Alright, on this side, like I said, right here, my dad's 2-stall diesel shop's going to go. We're not sure how this is exactly going to work with the 2-stall diesel shop and the 3-way switch for the car shop, because I'm going to put a 3rd door in right here, and then one door is going to come out the back and hook into my car shop. And then these will dead end out here so they can load wheels, trucks, anything, so they can roll them underneath the cars in the shop. This is 2 kits put together to make one big car shop. Walters ones. This is a big Bachmann one. Right here is going to be the transfer table. And then the diesel shops will have one track running up the middle here so they can shove the freight cars in and not have to shove through a shop. Also, diesels can come in that way to come into the backside of the diesel shop. This is 95% DCC or DCC and sound locomotives. There's a few in here that are non-sound. The non-sound ones are going to be the DMIRs. the Dash 9 Kato, and this SD50. Always, everything has sound, I believe, except for the new red block unit that I showed you earlier in the video. The Milwaukee Racine and Troy. The BC Rail, which is actually sitting on that end of the layout, which is the Dash 9 Canadian version, the all blue one. And the BNSF units right there, the executive paints, those are also non-sound. However, like I said, everything else is sound. Now getting back to the yard, right here we have the turntable. This will be a 6-stall roundhouse. Here will be the fuel islands, which will also have either the sanding tower here, or we're going to put a sanding tower over here. We're not sure, but we got a 3-way switch, so we can curve back into here and go into here. That was the best way. And then right here's the yard tower. And then we got the caboose track, which holds, let's see, there's 6 of them on here, which is a decent amount. So, and then we got the concrete tie main line right here. They're upgrading, as they say, the concrete ties. I'm going to have a concrete tie train eventually, and a welded rail train. But there will be 4 yard tracks here. This one will be arrival departure, switch track, switch track, switch track, so they can shuffle stuff around. They will have to block the main on here, which is no problem because the only trains that are coming in are trains that are coming in to drop stuff, swap power, or switchers, or they're leaving. So you can be switching on one end while the rest of the train's leaving, because the outside main is totally separate, and then you got my dad's side where trains can come and go if they need to as well. But the outside track, the 5th track here, or should I say 6th track, this is where all the car shop tracks are going to connect into the track coming out, possibly to my dad's diesel shop's going to be, and to connect, as you see, to the caboose track, 3-way switch to get into the rest of the diesel shops. So I know the layout's a little bit of a mess yet, but that's pretty much how it's going to be. Just figured I'd show you. It's been maybe a year, if not more, I think. And then every time I've tried to do a layout update for you guys, major stuff changed, so I delete the video so I can make an updated one, and then it never gets posted. And then the stuff happened at my brother's school, so that kind of put things on hold, because I've been hanging out with him and stuff, and making sure they're alright. And now we're down here working on the layout, and I finally got 2 yard tracks in, and I figured, well, what the heck, we'll make a video tonight. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll try to get this layout update up. I'll try to get the Railfan video up, and hopefully a second Railfan video up tonight. So hopefully there will be 3 videos, as long as we're up to it. I'm not sure. I've got to talk to Nick. Nick's kind of looking at me like, maybe. So, it's up to him. But for sure 2 videos will be up, because we got mixed freight trains, trains with air repeater cars I want to get up to you guys, the geometry train, some snow scene ones, and then right after this video I'm going to record some trains running around the layout real quick, and then we're just going to do a HO scale rail fanning video of kind of what you'll see on Books Custom Models home layout. So with that said, guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.